what is up, mudpluckers? Welcome back to another episode of Nitro Podcast. Today we actually have a lost episode that we did back. I believe that this was like already like 2 years ago, maybe. But I thought I had lost it. I lost a bunch of stuff from my USB a while back, and I don't know what happened to it, but I think the USB just crapped a bit. But I mean, I still have it. So I found it on an actual SD card. So I'm gonna be putting that out. It's our episode that we did a while back, and you'll see who it is and stuff. But we're coming back. I just got a new computer, so we'll be able to do some editing faster and stuff like that. So thanks to that, we can now continue. I can now edit. You see right there, I can now edit while I do other stuff. So it's gonna be easier. So hopefully, we can just do more videos, more stuff. Continue doing that shit. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for sticking. But for now, let's go into the episode. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you later, bitches. Enjoy the episode. Yo, what up, mother pluckers? Welcome back to another episode of Nitro Podcast. We're back. We're back with the interviews, with more shit. I know I've been out because of the dumb movie I've been making, but we're back and we have our first guest. It's been a while. The last guest was Gus, and that I feel like that was like 3 months ago already. I mean, I recorded it like a while back. But Glamourine Loon, we have here with us. Cosplayer, video gamer, right? What else do you do? YouTuber?
Yeah.
Twitch?
I gotta get back to Twitch. Twitch, it's like starting all over again, but I was there.
Twitch has been in some hot water lately, but it's okay. We gotta get back into the Twitch too. I remember we used to like do some old school like Sonic and like shit like that.
Oh, that's cool.
And we couldn't like finish the game, and we didn't have anybody watching, but this one person that was watching is like, just do this, and we were like, holy shit! And we ended up finishing Sonic 2.
They help a lot.
Well, yeah, you have views, we don't. So whatever. But anyways, so yeah, I wanted to bring you, of course. For a while, I had talked to Hector about it too. I had talked to people just because I feel like we do need more women here. It's always a sausage fest. But I do want to get the perspective of a girl, especially with video games, with anime, horror, whatever movies there or just media, basically.
Cool, yeah.
You were telling me, because I usually ask, what are your favorite things, just so that I can kind of know what we can talk about.
Yeah.
But you did mention Atlas. And Atlas Games, if you guys don't know, they do a lot of the anime kind of like stuff. Really heavily story driven, I feel.
Yeah, JRPGs. I love them.
But I don't know if you know this game, but there was a game when I was back in high school, and it was a PlayStation game. Because they always used to buy just the Atlas games. I don't know if you remember, they were like, oh, they're limited, like there's not a lot or whatever.
No, I didn't know that.
Back in the day, that's how it was, because apparently Atlas is like...
Did it take a while to come over here to the States and stuff, right?
And since it's like a Japanese company, I don't know if they maybe like had trouble with like, I don't know, we want to translate or we want to do that.
Yeah.
But there was a game called Silhouette Mirage, and it was from Atlas. And it was weird because this wasn't an RPG, it wasn't like story driven. It was it was weird. It was like a shooter, like a platformer shooter. And the idea of it was fucking badass, and I used to like play it a lot. But you were basically like this little, it looked like a little wizard, like lady. She had like a huge like nose. I'm trying to remember, but I'll put the images. But on one side she was light, so she was kind of like white and like light colors. And on the other side she was black, and she had like the the witch. But the whole game you play like going both sides, so you can go left to right or right to left. And you can only kill certain enemies on the side that you are. So you can only kill like black enemies when you're white, and then you could only kill like the opposite when you're on the other side.
cool.
So you had to like strategize to like be like fucking, but it was like Contra. So it was like a puzzle like Contra kind of thing, but it was made by Atlas, and I was like,
I've never heard of that one.
when you start the game, it has the Atlas, like, you know, like the anime, like, starting and all that shit, like, where it looks like epic and shit. But I always thought it was like, oh, fuck, I love this game. I was like, and I was wondering, like, maybe if you knew about that game.
No. Because you know how in a lot of their games, like Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, how a lot of the demons and stuff, it's similar. Like they're all in each other's games. Is it those, or it's completely different?
I think they're completely different just because they look... It's because they look almost like if it was an anime for like kids.
Oh, okay.
So the monsters almost look like cutesy and shit, like kind of like Pokemon or whatever. So I'm trying to remember everything, but it was like a bullet hell kind of thing, and you see like a bunch of like demons and shit just flying around, and you're trying to like kill all these people. But I remember I used to love that game, and not a lot of people knew that game.
I haven't heard of it.
But my friends and I, like, we would play it. We're like, fuck, dude, it's a lot of fun. Because it's only one player. I don't think you can play two players. But it was a fucking crazy game.
It sounds chaotic.
And
But in a good way.
I always love Atlas because of their style. Of course,
Yeah.
I love that it's like anime and stuff like that. But this is where I bring it up. But one of my favorite games ever is Catherine. And I actually wanted to buy the special edition. It was like a huge box that had the underwear.
Oh, really?
It had the
Oh yeah,
underwear.
so they had a bunch of cool merch. I wanted to get those boxers too. They looked really cool. And then they had, I think, some of the t-shirts and stuff. I brought something though to show you. Let me show you really quick.
There you go. Let's do it.
Alright.
Yeah, when I wanted the fucking boxers, so I was like, when am I gonna use the fucking boxers?
Brought it protected as best as I could. I brought my little Catherine.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, isn't she cute? She's my favorite Catherine.
Yeah, but she's the crazy one.
Yeah, she's my favorite one.
I mean,
she's not crazy.
they're all crazy.
She's misunderstood.
I think they're all crazy though. But I think that's the point of
cutest
it.
one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that she's the more
Or is
like
it Vincent's fault?
girly
you know?
one, and she's a.
Yeah.
I think that she's the catalyst for everything.
She's just having a good time.
No, I love all three of them.
Yeah.
One of them is angrier than the others.
Yeah.
And the new one, of course, we know like that she's like trans, right?
Yeah.
Which I thought was a cool touch to add it because some people were like, oh, we don't need like a fucking. But it's like, what does it fucking matter?
I think I heard that they got in hot. Well, this I don't know. I feel like I read an article that said that they got in hot water with the first time when they released, not Full Body, but the first one.
Yeah.
And there was some character where people were really upset with how they handled it. I think because she was supposed to be trans. I believe it was the waitress.
I still have that game on the Xbox because you can do it's backwards compatible. So I still have that first game, but I'm like, maybe one of the like you said, maybe one of the bartenders.
Yeah, I can't remember the full story now, but they got in hot water about something, and so they were like, no, like that's not us. That doesn't represent us. Because I think people misunderstood something. That's what I think.
Maybe she was like a little manly or something like that. Maybe that's why
I have to. I don't want to say anything though because I'm not 100% sure now. But I know I read an article where people were upset about something, and then they were like, you know what? No, like we're gonna show you guys.
A lot of people.
Cool.
There was a lot of misunderstanding with this game because a lot of people played this game because they thought it was gonna be some like super sexual game. Which is, I think the game is sexy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like super sexual.
No, but it has a good story. Like it is.
I
sexy.
think the appeal is the story.
Yeah, the characters. Like I love all the characters. It's just really fun.
And the best parts are the nightmares. I mean, the puzzle. You know, the puzzle element.
The puzzle element is the part where I'm sitting there, so angry the entire time. Like it's so fun, but it just. I don't know, it's like, it's visceral. I'm so angry as I'm doing it sometimes. Because it's always when you get to the actual monster part, you know? Where I start struggling.
Yeah.
But the story part is like what I love.
I remember it took me so fucking long to the last boss.
Yeah.
That fucking, it was like a fucking devil or some shit. It's fucking. But it took me so fucking long. I was like, God damn it!
Like. But they look so epic too, though. Like when she's there with the fork.
Well, and once you do it. You're like, fuck yes!
Yeah.
Because I even remember when I finished it, I recorded with my phone the like outro because I was like, I finished it!
How
and
many
then
times have you played it?
I sent probably like 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
but I sent my wife the credits. I was like, look.
So proud.
She was probably like, I don't fucking care, dude. Like,
You should have like
who the
printed
fuck
it
cares?
out. No, but it's, I feel like I think especially when with JRPGs, this one's not so long, but some of them they're so long that when you get to the end, it's just like bittersweet, and you're just like, I have to just sit here and revel in this for a little bit. It's
Well,
so epic.
It's not so long compared to JRPGs, of course.
Yeah.
But I think that it's as long as you struggle with the puzzles.
Yeah.
So if you really struggle with if you don't like puzzle games, like you shouldn't fucking play them. Probably just look at the YouTube,
Yeah.
the
Watch
story and
watch
stuff.
it. Yeah.
But I love the puzzle elements. I love all the stories of the other people that are there,
Mm-hmm.
because it's mainly like his story,
Yeah.
but all the other people that are there, like when you talk to them, you're like, holy shit, like this dude is like doing this other thing. Oh, he's here because he did this. Oh, this guy is like a fucking shoplifter or whatever. Like, it's cool.
Yeah. Like I love that part when you're at the bar and stuff, and you get to talk to all the characters.
Or when you're in the transition, when you're talking to
Oh yeah, yeah.
to the
tell
other
chief,
chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time you were there, I was like, oh, I'm safe. Because it's like, you can save.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you're doing the puzzles, it's so intense, but so gratifying, I guess. Like once you make it, to that like next bit, you're like, okay, I'm safe. I'm safe.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah.
So when I was gonna finish it, because that last part is really long.
Uh-huh.
The last boss is super long, and you can't really save. I mean, I think it like leaves you at a checkpoint if you keep playing it, but if you turn off the console, like you have to start it from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But I just remember being like, no, I gotta fucking finish this shit. I have to do it. Or like sometimes you're like super close in something and you're missing something, and you're like, fucking shit. You just see them fall, and it's
Those are like the best games to me too, where you're so into it, and I don't know if you've had, I'm sure you have, where you're like at this part and you keep getting stuck and you keep on like losing and dying, and you're like, no, okay, I'm done. And then you're gonna put the controller down, and then you're like, no, wait, I'm not done.
One
I'm
more.
here for another. Yeah.
I like
And
when
then
you
you're
say
there for,
one more and like you do like 30 more.
Yeah, but then you get it eventually. Usually.
No, I it's one of my favorite games ever. That's why when like the newer version came out, I was like, and they said, I was gonna buy it regardless, but when they said like, oh, there's a new character and like you could do a different ending with him or whatever, I was like, fuck, man. But I'm such a nice like person that I can never want to do the wrong decision. I'm that guy.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
I'm like every time that it's like I see it and I'm like, do I want to see the bad ending? Like, no, I can't, because you see that gauge that's going on to
Yeah. I think that's the only game where I do let myself go a little bit just because I want to hang out with her. So like in most RPGs, I'm always like, I can't be mean.
Is she the only one that's a killer? Right? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to. It's been a while. I kind of like restarted it like not that long ago, but then I realized like I have all these games and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, the
I need
backlog.
to like do other shit. I bought Jedi Survivor and I haven't even.
I haven't played that.
I bought it like day one and I
haven't touched it.
I haven't even fucking, because I'm like I know it's gonna be like a long time. I'm just like, I don't know, man.
And there's so many games and they just keep coming out and coming out where it's hard to catch up sometimes.
Well, Persona 5 came out like 6 times already or some shit.
Yeah. That's like the way you were saying how you have Catherine everywhere. That's how I am about Persona. For whatever reason, I get it for every single console.
I have it too for every single console.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I think like, oh, maybe it's gonna be different. Plus, they have Persona 5 and Royal, so then each one of those, it's like double. And then Strikers.
It's a lot, man. And then I have Persona Dance Party or whatever. I have it on the PS Vita.
Oh yeah. Did you get Persona 4 that Dance Party too, or just the Persona 5, or both of them?
I think it was a 5. I don't know if it has the characters from the 4. But it came with like you could put like the sticker on top of the PS Vita, so it looks like Persona.
That's cool.
I still have it, but I was like, this is fucking weird. I'm gonna buy it. Sometimes I just buy games that are like weird.
No, that one. I think I heard that Persona 4, their dance one is better. I don't know if it was like, I don't know what.
Yeah, no, it might be the
but
5 because it's on the Vita. I don't think they even did the 4. I don't know, maybe it was PSP for 4. Because I know 4 they re-released too.
Yeah, they brought
Golden.
them both on. Because I can get them on PS5, so.
Yeah, maybe you can buy them like on the store. A
Yeah.
PS Vita store is already closed.
I know, I was like, and I was so upset too because this was before they started releasing all the Persona games into the newer consoles. So I was right there on my Vita getting like all the old Persona games because like, okay, so that way I have them right here, I can always play them. And then right after I buy them and then they're closing the store, they're like, hey, we're releasing them all on all the consoles. I was like,
Yeah. And it's on Xbox, on Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm like,
they're all free.
all right.
yeah, because I have the steel case too for Persona 5 the Royale.
Uh-huh.
I have the steel case and shit, but never, like, I just opened it and like, oh, this is pretty. Back into the shelf. That's what I do. I just buy games and it's like, into the shelf. And then Persona 5 takes so long to, like, really get started.
Yeah.
That it's like, fuck, man, I just like, come on. And I'm like, oh my god.
No, I love every second of Persona. That's the one that's like my comfort game where I could play that over and over and over. And I just love it so much every single time. But yeah, most people are like, it's just a little long.
But it's because RPGs are long.
Yeah, they are. You have to think like.
But
It's a commitment.
once you get into it, it's like, it's worth it.
Yeah, it's so fun.
But I mean, that's why I love like any RPG almost. Like that's why I
Mhm.
love Jedi Survivor and.
Is this to just like immerse yourself? You're a whole new. It's a whole new world when you're playing and stuff.
Like Breath of the Wild is
Mhm.
one of my favorites, you know. But like the new one came out, Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, man. I just see like all these people doing all this shit, and I'm just like overwhelmed already. Like I don't even have it, and I'm fucking overwhelmed. I don't know. It's just, I guess it depends on the game too.
Yeah.
I know that I have to get my mindset into like just fucking doing it. To me, like a game that I just fucking put on and just play like without even thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the Tony Hawk games,
Mm-hmm.
Skate.
Mm-hmm.
Because those I just put on and I just fucking play.
Yeah, just like mindless.
Like I don't really have to
Yeah.
do anything. It's
Yeah.
whatever. But I like a lot of that. I still play Fortnite, guys. I don't like the building shit. So I actually didn't start playing it until they put like the zero building.
Uh-huh.
Like fuck yeah, I can do that. So I play that
Yeah.
a lot, sometimes too much. But right now, what am I playing? It's because I download so many fucking games and I just like leave them sometimes.
Backlog, yeah.
And I fucking forget. Like I even forget. Sifu was one of the big ones that I was playing. What else, man? I'm trying to fucking remember. And I'm super old school, so I like a lot of old school games and like a lot of. I just bought this like little device that you just put. It's like like a Roku. Just put it on your TV and it has like PlayStation games and Super Nintendo and a bunch of shit.
That's
And I was
cool.
like trying it today. I was just playing Punch Out. I was like, it's cool. It's pretty cool. And then I got the Steam Deck, but I haven't really messed a lot with it. So just like
You
Samurai
have
Showdown.
to.
Samurai Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna download Spider-Man. Even though I've like finished that game like twice. I love that stupid game. I mean, it's like a Spider-Man RPG to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it has like the skills tree and all
Did
that
you
shit.
watch the new Spider-Verse?
I haven't seen the new one.
It's good. I watched it. It's so nice. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna say anything about the plot.
It's like, hey, shut up!
I'm just gonna say it's good. It's beautiful. The art, like, it's so.
Well, I love that they put the skin for Into the Spider-Verse in the Spider-Man game,
Mhm.
and it looks exactly
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. That it's
Mhm.
missing frames and shit. This is bad. But I watched the first. So one of my best friends, Shaken, if you're watching, he's not anymore, but he used to be like a huge fucking like weed smoker.
Uh-huh.
And I've always like had smoked weed before, but never, like it never does anything to me at all. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I'm normal. So like that day he had changed into vaping the oil, the weed, and we went to Alamo Draft House, and he was like, "Hey bro, like let's hit it before we go into the movie and shit." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." So like we were there, right there outside, because it's
Yeah.
just vaping. It's just
Yeah.
outside. And so we were like, and I was like, give me that shit. And I like did it like 5, 6 or I don't know, a shitload of times because I was like, this shit never does anything to me anyway. I was like, whatever. And then we went into the movie where I was fucking. Like I was watching the movie, but I felt like the movie was like around me and shit.
Yeah, especially that the colors, everything.
I was
That's
like,
the best one.
what the fuck? And then I look at him and I'm like, bro, I'm fucking high. He just laughed. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I was like, I love this fucking movie. And I bought the DVD, the 4K. I bought like a bunch of. I love that fucking movie.
It's good.
So I know that the new one like is really good.
Yeah,
I've seen some, not like the reviews, but like the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, it looks.
Yeah, I think like everyone liked it a lot. It's super
I
good.
love Spider-Man, and I learned recently that Miles Morales is because of Donald Glover.
Oh yeah.
And like, I kind of knew, like, I knew that he wanted to be Spider-Man, but I didn't know that truly is what inspired.
Yeah, I just found that out too.
I was like, that's fucking crazy because I love Community, and I've seen that scene a bunch of times where he wakes up and he has the pajama, the shirt,
Yeah,
of Spider-Man, and he just goes like this, whatever. And I was like, that's kind of funny. And it's like, well, it was because he was kind of denied being Spider-Man, and they were just kind of making a joke about it. And then like they got inspired.
Yeah, it's epic now. I think like, well, my little brother, he's gonna have a baby with his girlfriend and stuff, and yeah, they're gonna name him Miles after Spider-Man. So it's epic.
Yeah, I love that. Spider-Man to me. I have a tattoo. Where is it?
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
Because I love, and it's actually I got it after I finished the game. Because I've always loved Spider-Man, but when I played that game, I was like,
it stuck with you.
That like made me feel like fucking Spider-Man. Like it was just fucking cool to just go around the city, and I fucking hate New York, but
but in game.
But in the game is cool.
Yeah.
Nah, it's because I'm a hockey guy and I fucking hate the Rangers and the Islanders, all the New York teams, and like just New York people. And I love Seinfeld, like all this New York thing. God damn it, it's coming out.
What?
Well, not that I like hate New York, but I love New York shows and like New York stuff. Spider-Man.
Not being there, but you like it on TV.
I like it.
Yeah.
The fictional
on your screen.
The fictional New York.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me.
Well, because in Seinfeld they're all assholes, but I wouldn't want to be friends with them because they're fucking assholes. I like watching assholes, but I don't like being friends with them.
Well, yeah. That way they don't actually affect your life.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so another thing that I wanted to bring up, I don't know if you know this. I don't want to like. I feel like she's like wobbly and shit.
Should I move her? To protect her at all costs.
Yeah, I don't want to like break it. Oh shit! I'm so sorry. But I'm not into anime so much now. Mm-hmm. I feel like anime. This is not an insult to anybody, but I feel like anime is like a lot of like single people's entertainment. But it's not an insult because it just takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So even the movies takes a lot of time. Series take a lot of time, but when you're in a relationship, it's kind of hard. I know that you watch like TV shows and shit, but I feel like anime is a little bit more in depth with a lot of things.
So it's hard to share it.
Well, it's hard to just like get into it, like the characters, like I don't know, like I feel like it takes a little bit because like when I was a kid, I used to watch Saint Seiya, and Super Campeones, which is Captain Tsubasa. But I was a kid, and it took me a while to get into the characters. Mm-hmm. So it was always like, oh, you're supposed to be into Saint Seiya because he's the main character. But I was like, no, like I like, I like fucking Cisne, or I like Aquarius, or I like somebody else.
But isn't that the cool thing though about anime is there's so many characters typically in an anime, so you can always connect with.
But that's the thing, like, so then you go into different like for example, right now we're like watching The Sopranos for the first time ever, which is fucking weird. But there's not like too many, like you don't see a person saying like, oh well, I'm a fucking like a poly guy. Like, no, like it's all about Tony Soprano. So like it's his story. Yeah, you can kind of like the other characters, but it's his story. It's like the same with like Dragon Ball. Like like Goku is the main character, but it's so long that you can be like, no, well, I like fucking Krillin, and I like I like the other characters. So that's what I tell people, because like that's what I've noticed. It wasn't me just saying it, but like my friends that watch anime are single, and my friends that don't watch anime anymore are like married, or with some, at least married, I would say, because you could be with somebody and just be at your house and watching whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I get it. So it's not an insult, but I kind of stopped watching anime because of that.
Or is it also like, does it feel, I don't want to say childish, but
No,
like that? Or
no, because I love like The Simpsons and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I still love like Dragon Ball and stuff, but I couldn't put myself to watch it again.
Yeah.
Like
You're
I
just too
already
time
watched
consuming.
it when I was growing up, and I feel like now getting into it, I just can't. Like it takes way too long.
Yeah.
And a guy had put the whole series on YouTube, and it was called Dragon Ball The Abridged, because he just removed all the like lingering shots. And he removed it all, and then he redubbed it, and he put like bad words and shit. But it's so much faster because like it's the story exactly the same, but you see the fights and everything like this instead of like I remember when I was a child, and then like a fucking full episode of.
I guess it depends on the anime, because there's some, I think like Fairy Tail, I love Fairy Tail, but sometimes the fight scenes would take like a whole like one fight took a whole episode, and you're like, ooh.
That's how it was like in Saint Seiya, and even the fucking Captain Tsubasa, like a fucking one fucking soccer game. He would be like he's gonna shoot the ball, and then he would stay like this, and then he's like, I remember when I was a little kid, and then it's like and then at the end of the episode, you see him like finally shooting, and the goalie like fucking like stops it, and that's the end of the episode. And you're like, fucking shit. So
Yeah.
I just don't have the patience for it. I guess I think that as a
Maybe
child,
shorter ones.
Yeah, I mean, I still watch some. I'm not like completely like no, fuck the anime. Like no, it's just hard for me to like get into it now.
I think it's hard because there are so many where I feel sometimes I'll start one, I'm like, no, I don't like it, and then like I have to find one that I'm vibing with or something.
Because even Castlevania, for example, which is super new, and that's American, but it was hard for me. Like I put it and I was like, fuck, man. It was just like, it just feels overwhelming that like you have to like pay attention to get into it.
Yeah.
And it was just like because I'm usually like when I'm doing something, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and while this is going, I'm gonna do this other shit.
Yeah.
And with anime, you really can't.
Yeah, with anime, no. Okay, I see what you're saying. Like you have to focus in when you're watching anime. Yeah, for
Because
sure.
I feel like sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put a movie, and then I'm gonna work on this episode, or I'm gonna work on this thing, and then meanwhile, like it's like getting up, taking the trash out, doing this, walking the dog, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and I leave the movie on play, and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't. You cannot leave an anime and come back and know what's going on, unless it's one you've seen. Like Sailor Moon, I can put on and do.
Yeah, because you've already
watched
kind of
so
same
much.
as Dragon Ball and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like he's gonna win.
Yeah.
He always wins. But it's just, I don't know. And then I feel too, it's like a lot of emotionally like draining sometimes, because you know that they put the characters into like a lot of peril depending on it. But like in Caballeros de Zodiaco and Saint Seiya, he was almost always fucking dying. And it was always like, oh my god,
Here we go again.
yeah. And it's like fuck, and it's like almost, oh, he's almost dead, or he dies and then they bring him back. And it just feels like, why the fuck did they do all this shit?
Well, it's like, I mean, it is kind of like a soap opera almost, where it's all these like ridiculous things, but you're there for them. Or like I love K-dramas, so you know, where it's just like, how did we get here? But okay.
But I love the
with you.
stories, and I love the imagination. My daughter is super into anime. She watches like a lot. She just watched one that was about basketball, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I used to watch one with Slam Dunk. Was the one that I used to watch when I was back in the day. But I have some favorite movies. Akira is one of my favorite movies ever. You know, and it's an anime, which they kind of redid with Chronicle. It's almost the same fucking story. But the movie that I wanted to talk about that kind of like changed my life when I saw it, because back in the day there was no streaming, kids. Zero streaming. You either rent movies, and in Blockbuster there wasn't really like a big anime section. I think they had like the regular stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I remember
the popular stuff. I think they had like, it was like super small, and I think it's depending on where you went.
Or online, huh? Just
but
somewhere.
I used to buy my anime from Suncoast,
I don't know what that
And I remember fucking Sunkos used to be so fucking expensive.
was.
So like a movie was like 40, $50. Or like an episode, like a few episodes. So like if you wanted to buy like 10 episodes of like Sailor Moon, it was like 50, $60.
Dedication.
So like you had to like really be like, do I really want it? And I was like, okay, well, I'm not buying that one. So this movie called Perfect Blue. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
That sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
It's a movie about like they're like girls on is it J-pop? I think it's a J-pop.
I think I have that on my list of things to watch, but I haven't watched it.
Oh, you should watch it.
Yeah.
It's like a thriller. There's like a stalker.
Yeah, I've seen the art of it, and I was like, that looks beautiful. I want to see that.
And there is a scene that's pretty bad.
Okay.
I was a child and I watched that and I'm like, the hell? Because of course, like my parents would just assume, oh, cartoons.
Yeah, cartoon. Yeah, you're fine.
But I was like, fuck, like that's some adult kind of stuff. But that movie, like, that's when I was like, holy shit, anime can be like super serious and like horrific and shit. Because I know Akira is like serious to a point, but it's still kind of like superhero-ish, kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
Do it in a
different vibe.
motorcycle, But this one is like, it could be done as a movie, like as a regular movie. And I was like, holy shit, like this fucking, and it's about, you should watch it.
Yeah,
I was gonna spoil it almost.
Yeah, well, don't spoil it. I want to see it.
No, you have to watch it. That's a.
There was one I watched recently that, oh my gosh, I was bawling my eyes out. It was so good. But now I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like Marnie or something. Marnie something. It's a longer title, but I'll have to find it. I'll get my phone in a bit and I'll show it to you. But yeah, there's just so many where they get you in the feels. Like that one, the rest of the day I was just thinking about the movie and what happened and just crying.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's what I like about anime. They can pretty much go wherever. Because like in a movie, like my movie that I fucking showed you, which is dumb, but
No, it's good.
But like special effects are so hard to do. Even when they're like simple, they're hard. Camera angles, all that fucking shit that you have to think about.
Yeah,
So in anime, they can pretty much do it because it's just like, okay, we can draw it. Oh, they need to fucking, That's why I do love Japanese cinema a lot too. I don't know if you like actual Japanese movies, but
yeah, no, I do.
But have you seen House? It's a 1960s horror movie.
No, but I like a lot of the Japanese horror films, but no, I haven't seen that.
You have to watch House, but watch it like at 3 a.m.
Will I get scared?
Yeah, it's because it's
like,
weird.
what's the?
It's
vibe?
trippy and weird.
Is it gory or ghosts or?
It has like, it's because it's a haunted house, but
Okay.
but weird shit happens. Weird.
Oh, okay.
So like for example, this girl's like playing the piano, and then the piano like opens up and like fucking eats her.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking weird. Like it's weird. It's like a fucking drug, a fucking fever dream or some shit.
Oh, I want to see it.
But it's from the
Cool.
60s and it wasn't released in the United States till 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lend you the fucking Blu-ray. But I showed my daughter the movie. She was like, "Oh, the movie's fucking great." But House which is Hausu, in Japanese, of course. But because there's a House movie that's American, an 80s movie.
Oh, okay.
But no, this one is it's just badass. You have to watch it. And what was the other one? Because I love all the Japanese stuff, but Japanese horror, like The Audition.
Have you seen Ichi the Killer?
Oh, that's the one I was gonna say.
I love that one. I love.
So if you like Ichi the Killer,
Yeah.
which I haven't been able to find this movie anymore, because there's a movie called Machine Gun Girl.
Mm-hmm.
But this one was just called, I think it was Machine Gun Girl, Machine Gun. Fuck, man. But I think they removed it because it was like kind of like racist. It's because Japanese people, they're not racist, but we take it as racist. Because I don't know, but in Japan there's like a big like scene where they like love like black people, and they put blackface and stuff.
Oh, I think I have.
But it's because they love them. They're not doing it like to make fun of them.
Yeah.
they just wish they were black, like for reals, like for real.
Yeah.
And it had some of that, like those people there.
Oh.
But that movie was like super gory. It was like a Power Rangers movie almost, but like instead of like them turning into robots, it was like themselves, like their fucking bones were like.
Oh, what is this one called?
I think it was Machine Gun Girl or Machine Girl. It's because there's two, but I don't remember. There's one that's not it, and it sucks. And then that one.
Okay.
But I saw it back in the day, and I haven't been, because I wanted to show it to my daughter, and I was like, can't fucking find it, because it has the people that are cutters. It's because there's like different gangs. So it has like the emo like kids that are like cutters. It has like the ones that are the 50s, like the greasers.
Oh.
It has like all these like Japanese.
So like different cliques and stuff. Well,
Yeah,
not cliques, but-
it's. I fuck it, and I haven't been able to find it. But that movie and Ichi the Killer kind of reminds me a lot of that, and Suicide Club, the Suicide Club too. That one is almost the same as Machine Gun Girl. But Ichi the Killer, I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, this movie's fucking crazy. And my DVD came in a bag of blood.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, so the bag of blood, like it had the blood, like, and in the middle, you could open the middle so that you could put the DVD in it. But it was like a fucking bag.
I love that, the dedication to the theme. That's cool. That's a really gory movie. But
Well, then at the beginning that they put the semen.
there was a.
That is the director's like semen, actual semen and shit.
Was it really? I didn't know that. But it's so good. And it's kind of funny though, a lot of the things, like some of the characters in it, because I had just played Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it was very similar, but like a dark version, because Yakuza Like a Dragon is hilarious and just a lot of fun. But Ichi the Killer, I think I did see somewhere that it was the game was kind of inspired by it. Like a lot of the characters, you can kind of see them in the game. Or I guess like Yakuza
I mean, just seeing
general.
Ichi, basically. It's like...
Yeah, so, but it was, yeah. So did you play Yakuza Like a Dragon?
I played, I didn't like finish it or anything, but I did like start it and like, I wouldn't say halfways, maybe a little bit before halfways. I like the system and stuff, but I'm just more used to...
Did you play the older ones?
I played Yakuza 0. There was some... The only thing is since I'm legally blind, it's really hard for me to like read subtitles.
Oh,
So
yeah,
some of those games are not in English.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon is.
Yeah, that was like the only one, right?
And no, I think Yakuza 0 is... which one? There's like 2 or 3, but like not all... They're all in Japanese.
Yeah.
So it's like super hard for me, and because that's what like when people get mad, they're like, yeah, don't watch the English stuff, like it's not right or whatever. And I'm like, bro, like I kind of need it, like.
But sometimes like the dubs, I'm not saying that always like Squid Games. When my brother said that he was watching Squid Game, but with the dub, I was like, no, you gotta like have it subtitled. But there's some like really good like anime dubs and stuff that. They're like awesome.
Well,
Yakuza Like a Dragon's great.
A Japanese guy came out saying that like Americans say that like, oh, watch it in Japanese because it's in English, like dub is bullshit. And he was like, actually the subtitles are bullshit too, so like it doesn't really fucking
true.
matter.
I think they're just like the acting. Sometimes when the voices are just really off and it's cringy.
But if you used to watch like Jackie Chan movies and shit, come on, like those are super horrible.
But that's like the vibe of those, I feel. There's some where you want it to be like good, but that's what I'm saying. Some of the dubs are like awesome.
Did you play Sleeping Dogs?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you have to play it. I mean, I know it's not like anime, but it's like Grand Theft Auto, but it's in Hong Kong, and it's about this guy. He comes back basically from like prison or whatever, and he's working for the cops, but he's in the mob too. So it's kind of like that Catherine thing where like, okay, am I gonna be more of a cop or am I? But it's a really fucking badass like story. It's almost like an anime story, but
so like your choices matter.
So it's almost like Yakuza.
Okay.
It's almost the same, but you're like an undercover cop too.
Okay.
But that fucking game is bad. I've finished it twice already because I fucking love the game and the feel of it. It's Hong Kong. And it's almost the same as Grand Theft Auto. You can take cars and do races and all this shit. But I love that it has elements of like the martial arts, you know.
That's cool.
And it's, I mean, on Xbox, on Game Pass, it's free. But I bought the super fuck because it's like a huge book and shit. Because Square Enix made it,
Oh, okay.
which is fucking weird because they're already known for their RPGs and shit.
Yeah.
But I was
like
like,
that
this
show.
game, and Emma Stone comes out, and who's the main character? Well, the dude from Harold and Kumar is
Oh,
too,
okay.
and the main guy. They're all like A-listers, but it's a fucking badass fucking
Oh,
game.
I'll have to check it out. I'll add it to the super long list of games I have to play.
I mean, if you're gonna play it like more like now, like if you can, because it's getting older. I know there's a definitive edition. It's probably like $5 or $10.
Well, I don't know, because I always get into games late. Like, right now, I'm super into Dragon Age. And so I'm like, I'm late, super late to this, but it's become my life, and I'm just obsessed with Dragon Age. So it's fine. I'll probably play this one in another 10 years. I'll be like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, I already finished it twice. I bought it, finished it, and then like not that long ago, actually, like maybe like 2-3 months ago, I like.
When did it come out?
Ooh, it was for the Xbox. Was it for the 360?
Oh, okay.
It might have been for the it might have been for the Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. But like at the very beginning, it was like. So this has to be like maybe like 15 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But it's
oh, then yeah, I should.
it's really good. Like if you like Yakuza, you're gonna love this
Like
game
it.
too. Like it's
Okay.
and it still feels pretty good. I like the driving; it's pretty easy. Because in Grand Theft Auto 5, like the driving fucking drove me crazy the first time I played it. I was like, "What is this?" Because the cars are like so slow and shit. I'm like, "What the heck?" Like I
I'll
like
check it out.
when you go right, like it goes right. I don't like to do the like real shit. Come on, guys. But
I'll check it out, for
yeah,
sure.
you should. That one you should watch Perfect Blue. You have a lot of things to do.
I know you're giving me. I feel like I should be taking notes. I need to have a whole list. Write me a list, please. But I
mean-
always love that. I love having new things to play or watch and stuff. So.
I mean,
Yeah.
I still play, like I said, like from and I actually bought Saint Seiya in Spanish for the PlayStation 4 because that's how I watched it.
Yeah.
And they made because in Mexico, Saint Seiya is like, it's fucking huge.
Uh-huh.
So like, I bought the game and it says Caballeros del Zodiaco like on the case and shit. And I've never opened it because like, oh, I don't even know if the game is good.
Is there any new games that are coming out that you're looking forward to?
Right now, what is it coming out? I'm not trying to think, because there is, but because I always
So
see the
many games.
list, like because I go into coming soon and shit. I'm like, oh, this is something cool. I'll try that. And what I hate sometimes, like I'm waiting for something and then it comes out and it sucks, and I'm like,
Well, I feel like sometimes I'll go look at reviews, but sometimes I want to make up my own mind because I feel.
well, but
Maybe I'll give
Redfall
it
came out and apparently it's like super horrendous,
Really?
and I had it like downloaded already, like I had it
Oh.
pre-downloaded. Thank God it was free. But like apparently like it fucking like blows, like
Yeah,
everybody
wow.
fucking, and I was like, I didn't even open it. I was just like, okay, uninstall. Bye.
Well, you should try it. Maybe you'll like it. Like have you heard of Forsaken?
Yeah.
So everyone was like, "This is a horrible game. It is like people were bashing it." And I tried the demo and I was like, I kind of like it. It feels like a fantasy story. You know, well, like when I would read my fantasy stories and stuff.
It's because I think that games that are coming soon, like if you get too hyped, you'll almost always be at least a little disappointed
Yeah.
because you get a little too hyped and then you're like, fuck, like this sucks.
Mhm.
So to me, almost it's better when like I don't even know
Mhm.
and I just like download a game
Just go into it.
and it's fucking like badass.
Mhm.
So for example, the first time I played Slain, I don't know if you ever played Slain.
Mm-mm.
So Slain is like Castlevania, and it's just like a vampire guy with like a huge fucking sword, almost like Cloud's fucking sword. But it's like super metal, like it has like black metal in it, and it's a shitload of blood and whatever. And the first time I played, I was like, holy shit, like this is fucking awesome. And I downloaded it like on every fucking system too. It's like $2. And then the same company did another game called Belferis,
Mhm.
which is super metal, but it's like more like cyber on the like robotic kind of bio whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, this is fucking bad. And then when Carry On came out too, which is a game about you're an alien, like a little blob alien, and you're just killing people.
Yeah.
Like that game, I was like, what the, like this is like perfect. This is like Aliens. If Aliens, like if there was any good Aliens games, well, Isolation is pretty good, but that's it.
Yeah.
But I like it when it's a surprise. So when I just like download something or comes out on Game Pass, and I just like, okay,
Yeah.
this looks pretty cool, and then I play it, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, that's I think the cool part about Game Pass is just seeing a game where you're like, that looks kind of cool. Let me just try it out, and then.
Well, especially because they're games that you probably would never buy.
Yeah.
But then you try them there, and you're like, holy shit. Because I've gotten games there that I love. That like when limited run games comes out, and they're like, we're gonna have a physical. I'll pay for the like deluxe shit or whatever.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Is there's been some games where I like them so much from Game Pass where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go buy it now, just so I can have it at all times. Because you know how they go off Game Pass a lot. So.
Well, depending on the company, but like I feel like sometimes they like left and then they come back and it's I don't know what.
Or different, well, because like Dragon Age 2, you have to get I guess the Ultimate Game Pass in order to play it on Xbox and stuff. So.
No, I use Ultimate, even though I hardly use it on the PC, but I'm like, it's like fucking $5 more or whatever. So who cares? Just fucking play.
I'm thinking about doing it. Just.
Have you played Hi-Fi Rush?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
You're saying all the games, like, talk about games I played.
You never played Hi-Fi Rush?
Uh-uh.
It's on Game Pass.
No, I'll look
It's
for it
fucking
now.
badass. It's like anime too. It's this kid that's like loses his arm. Well, that's how the story begins. His arm's all fucked up, and he's going to this company that basically gives you robotic prosthetics.
Mm-hmm.
But in the process of where he's going, and they take off his arm, somebody's fucking like iPod falls into the machine, and now he has an iPod on his heart.
Oh, that's cool.
And his arm turns into a guitar. So like the whole game, how you play it is with the beat. So the combos you have to do with the beat of the heart.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's fucking badass, and that game was super emotional for me because I was almost crying and shit. It's just fucking badass.
I think I do remember seeing that art because I was like, oh, this is like perfect for a musician, I'm sure.
It looks like almost like the Spider-Man. It looks the
yeah. Okay, I do know what you're talking about.
That fucking game is like so amazing. I fucking not only because of because you don't really have to like do the rhythm like it's forgiving.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like, oh man, like it doesn't really, but it helps.
Yeah.
Like if you hit it right, it like, takes off more damage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gorgeous. It's fucking badass. The music's badass. It has like music by Nine Inch Nails and like all these. It's a fucking badass game.
That sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, I already thought it was gonna be cool. It's just that there's just so many games on my back.
Well, that game's short.
Yeah.
It's probably maybe like a 6-hour game.
Oh, then yeah, for sure.
But it's fucking bad. I didn't know it was coming out. Apparently, like when they announced it, they like put it out that day, and I just saw it and I was like, hey, it looks cool. And I started playing and I was like, what the hell?
Addicted.
I finished it.
That's cool.
And it has a system like in it's kind of like Devil May Cry.
Okay.
So it has a grading system.
Mm-hmm.
So when you finish something, it'll be like, oh, you gotta see. I feel like all Japanese games.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there's like a few.
That's like a Japanese thing, but like Bayonetta and shit.
Oh, I love Bayonetta. Yeah.
Bayonetta's fucking badass.
I haven't played the newest one though.
I have it, and I started playing it, but it's like it's super complicated now. It's like, oh, press this shit, and like you have the summon out, and I'm just like, what the hell? What's happening? Because you just hear a bunch of shit in the screen, and you're like, fuck. It's like what's the name of that game? It's the same. It's from the same people. The one with the chains and shit. Astral Chain.
Oh yeah.
That one's the same shit too. You're like, god damn it! You're controlling this other guy with this shit. And, oh my god. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old.
No, I mean it gets like I think especially because Bayonetta is really fast paced. So I don't know if it still is, but I think it's pretty fast paced. So you know to get the combos right at the exact right time. Sometimes it's like.
It's because what sucks sometimes is like if it's a huge enemy.
Yeah.
You see Bayonetta like it's she's in your screen and all of a sudden it's like, what the hell is happening? And then it's telling you to do like the quick time events and shit where he's like,
yeah.
God damn it! God damn it!
But it teaches you to be good in like high stress situations. I feel.
But then like sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I almost fucking got him, and then, like they fucking kill you, and you're like, God damn it!
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, but the grading system in that I think it kind of motivates you, to try to get it right. Because I'm like, no, like I want to get the best. Yeah, I want to get like the best thing that I can.
Well, that's I think that's like an old school thing because that's how it used to be. You know, like you played Pac-Man for the high score.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't really like an ending or anything. So I feel like now it's like okay, I want to get S rank on everything.
Yeah.
So it's like because I remember playing Final Fantasy and shit and crying like my eyes out and shit with errors and I know that it's like I thought I was the only one until like now that I'm like an adult and shit and everybody's like yeah I fucking cried too man.
No, I feel like people have that fandom is hardcore. I feel like people they like feel for those characters.
I only played 7 and 8
Mm-hmm.
and I started 9 back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I just remember like because you know how you can name your characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I would name like my friends and like the girl I like instead of Eris like I'm gonna put like Lily or whatever and then they fucking kill her and I'm like god damn it
I was like, then you really feel it.
they killed her. Well that sucks though like because you're like oh my best friend okay Hector oh there you go. It just turns out that my best friend's name back in the day was Hector.
Yeah.
But it's like Hector, and then they fucking like something happens to him and shit. Or like somebody ends up being gay or whatever, and you're like, when you're a kid, it just messes with your mind because you're like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
It's like, oh yeah, Hector, you're like this big black guy with a gun as a head in the game. But I remember that shit made me cry, and then Final Fantasy VIII. I fucking used to love that game too. I feel like not a lot of people like stuck to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the one with Squall. The that he has like the revolver and it's a fucking sword too. And I used to have the Buster sword. I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I used to play a lot. And there was one game. I don't know if you played it. I don't know how old are you. I don't even want to ask you because I feel old. But Brave Fencer Musashi was like a fucking. It was a badass game back in the day.
No, I haven't heard that one. No, you're educating me though on new games that
I thought you would know more.
Well, you're not talking about the games that I've played.
Okay, we'll talk about those. Let me just tell you about Brave Fencer.
Okay.
So it was a Square before the Enix part. They were just Square, and you're just this little samurai guy, and it's an RPG. So it's kind of like Zelda, but you're a samurai and it's 3D. So I think it looks like the what's it called? Where it's like kind of on the side, but not good. Like, so it's 3D. So but you see it like this.
Oh, the platform. Yeah, right. The side scrollers.
No. So like the world is 3D, but instead of seeing like a square like this, you see it like from the corner.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that weird.
Yeah.
Whatever. But like the days are going through in real time. So when it's night in the game, and you have to go to sleep. It's shit and like. It got like super like kind of like meta and shit. Like it's not. It just has a real time clock and shit. It's not like really in real time because I feel like you would be sleeping all night.
Yeah.
But like you have to rest and like all this shit.
Yeah,
and that game was, and they never remade it the same as Total number 1 or 2. They never remade it, and that was made by Akira Toriyama. It was a fighting game just with characters that looked exactly like Dragon Ball characters.
Is there like a pretty big fan base for it? Because I feel there's a lot of games. Like I was saying, Dragon Age Origins.
Total became famous because it had a Final Fantasy demo in it.
Those are like the people that love these games that are older. It'd be really cool. They're remastering so many games. Like did you play Lollipop Chainsaw?
Yeah, I have it actually. I did a video on it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, did you see that they're remaking it and everything? So I'm so excited because.
Oh, that's badass. I didn't know they were remaking.
Yeah, but the only thing is all the music is gonna be different.
And it's not James Gunn.
I actually don't know if it is.
God damn it! Because James Gunn made that game,
yeah,
and it's so James Gunn.
I think so. I just know that the music is gonna be different, for sure. Which I liked the music.
They probably didn't have the license.
Yeah.
That game's fucking badass.
Yeah, so I'm excited to have it because I have it for Xbox 360, but my Xbox 360 is not in the best condition, so I don't really want to play it on there.
Okay, it's right there.
Yeah.
The Xbox. It's because we play Rock Band here, so.
Yeah, so I'm stoked.
I bought that fucking Xbox 360 for like $60 on eBay.
Oh really? I don't know why mine's so slow. I don't know.
Well, it's fucking old. I don't think that you think it's slow, but it's with the times.
Yeah.
Because the Xbox Series X, it's like this. And like when I was playing like PlayStation 1 games, I was like, the fuck? Come on!
Yeah,
I got shit to do.
I guess so.
It's like fucking loading. No, now you just see the loading for like 3 seconds. And it's like, okay.
No, that's true. Because even like, sorry, hold on. I knocked down this thing. There we go.
The leg?
Yeah. My thing knocked it down. Yeah, like I feel now, even with my Switch, I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, I have to wait a whole 5 seconds for the next screen because you get used to like PlayStation 5 and stuff where it's
That's
just
how
like
it is.
instant. Yeah.
Yeah, because with the Xbox, it's like, and then you can, well, on Xbox, I don't know if you can do it on PlayStation, but on Xbox, you can get out, like put a movie, and then the movie will be where you left it, and just press play, and then be like, oh, okay, pause the movie, and then go to the game, and the game will be right where you left it. And you're like, all right, well, you couldn't do that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
With this shit, when I put the Rock Band in, it's like, it's like. And then it'll read it, and then you have to press a button to go into the game, and then you press it, and it's like loading.
It's amazing. Yeah, I've been thinking like uploading my data because I wanted the data for like Alice Madness so that I could play it on my new Xbox, and it's like so slow. It took like hours or something to get it from the 360, and then once you get to the next console, it's like 5 seconds, done. Here's your data.
I just played that game not that long ago because I love that game.
It's so good. I think they're trying to make a second one or another one for that.
Well,
that is
no,
the
I
second,
think
so
he
third
said that
one,
he
right?
was done with it.
No, because I follow him on
You do?
on Twitter,
okay.
and he's been releasing a lot of artwork. It's just slow because he wants it funded differently.
Because I think he always wanted to make it because he made 2, right? The second one's a better one.
Yeah.
But apparently,
Yeah,
like they told him like, yeah, like it's not very successful or whatever, and then like it was EA, so
Yeah.
I don't know if he.
But EA doesn't take care of their games sometimes.
I mean, it's because EA just cares about sports
yeah.
games.
But they do make a lot of games that I do like. And I'm like, please.
Well, the
update me with
Jedi games are fucking bad.
it. Yeah.
I know they ruined what's it called, the Battlefront. They kind of fucked that up, but it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Like when I played Battlefront, the single player thing, I was like, holy shit! Like it's like you see the shining on the helmets and shit.
Yeah.
Or even that like the flying game, the Star Wars.
Yeah.
They've done some good things.
Yeah, that's why. Like I there's so many games that I love from them. It's just sometimes when they start to age, you know, that like they show their age.
Well, and it's that they get gritty with money too, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we're gonna put like all these DLC, and it's like a shitload of money. And
That was always my problem with Sims because I was like obsessed with Sims, and it was always like, okay, here's my money, but they were like, yeah, everything's broken in the game. But luckily, they had such a good modding community. So
I used to
a lot of it-
play Sims, and then I realized, why am I just not doing this shit in real life?
But because you can be anything in Sims, can you be a vampire in real life?
Yeah, but like when you started it, like the first time it was like, okay,
Yeah, without like
I'm
a
gonna
lot
go
of
do
DLC.
laundry.
Yeah.
I have to go to the store and get groceries, and I'm like, why am I not doing this in real life?
I know. I don't know what it is. The fascination.
I mean, it happens because that happens with the simulate all the simulation games, not necessarily just the Sims,
Yeah.
but like any simulation game where you're just like decorating or building shit, because that's what Minecraft was.
Yeah.
And I remember playing Minecraft a lot, and I was like, and then I'd be like, babe, look at my castle.
It's just like the routine and stuff or something.
Look, I made it to some fucking place. I don't know. It's like there's lava here.
There's just something about it. It's just a good time.
I guess it's just because it's so easy and like mindless, kind of, and just.
I don't know. Maybe it's just how I play Sims, where I like to create a whole story. So it's like playing dolls, kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I've seen. Like, there's videos of like there's people that do. It's like the Halo thing, like how people start doing like the red versus blue with the actual Halo.
Yeah.
So like, I get it. I do get it. It's just when you're getting into it, because I used to play like Warcraft, for
Yeah.
example, a lot. Not
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, like Warcraft, like the original. And then like, I try to play it now, and I'm just like,
You don't feel it.
well, because it's like it's fucking slow. And you can put the thing where it like moves fast and shit, but
Yeah.
then it feels like it's just fucking wasted time, because you don't even feel like the reward of like, oh, I survived and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. Feels like I'm bitter a lot.
I thought this was about positivity on this podcast.
Nah, it's all positive, and,
Yeah.
I mean positive in the El Paso thing. I think I I almost love any video game. I always give it a try.
Yeah.
And if it's not good, pues I just stop playing it, whatever. But I don't go like online and be like, fucking stupid games.
Yeah, well, because not every game is going to be for every person.
Because people tell me like, oh, you're like a PlayStation hater or whatever. And I'm like, no. If I had money for both, I would have money for both. I would get both.
Yeah.
But I only have Xbox. What do you want me to fucking say? Like, if I'm gonna talk about the games that I play, they're gonna be on Xbox.
Yeah,
So sure. It's like, it's not that I fucking hate. I wish I could play, you know, the new God of War or the new fucking, or the new Spider-Man that's gonna come out and shit. I'm like, well, but I can't. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? You know, like maybe later, or eventually. But yeah, people are just like, oh, you're an Xbox guy. And I'm like, I'm a video game guy. I like video games, regardless if it's arcades, the Switch. Because there was a moment where I loved the Switch, and that was all I played. But now it's just like, okay, like.
It's starting to show its age a little bit too. Like the Switch was my favorite, but.
But when you see the graphics, sometimes it's like.
But I'm still I love Pokemon, and so when the newest Pokemon came out, my friend he's like, he is all about the technicalities of video games, and I'm like, I think it's just fun, and I'm having a good time in the game. And he's
I mean, I think that's what you're supposed to do, especially with Switch games.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not about the graphics with the Switch games. I feel it's.
But there's some graphics that are pretty incredible on it.
Which one? Which ones?
Have you played like Redout? So Redout is like a Wipeout. Like clone, but it's made out of like the graphics. Let's say that it was like.
I think it's like very particular.
You know Star Fox, like the first Star Fox. You know how they're like polygons and shit.
Yeah.
So it's made out of a lot of those, but like a lot, like way more. So every like little line, you'll see like the polygon, but there's so many. So when you're going like super fast, it looks fucking better.
I think like the cartoony styles, I think are really lovely on the
yeah, because
Switch.
they make it like super.
If people want like a real, like super realistic, I'm like, I don't think it can handle that. It's just not gonna happen.
No, yeah, like that's because in the Nintendo Switch I play Nintendo games.
Yeah, that's why I think like when people have that expectation for it, because they want a lot of games to go on there, where I'm like, it's gonna have a hard time running that. Like,
no, because like Jedi Survivor, like on that shit, I was like, it's not gonna look good.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if you play a Mario game, like.
Yeah, that's why it's like when I'm playing Pokemon on the Switch, I'm not expecting like the world's greatest graphics. I just want to have fun.
Like Mario 3D Land, the one that was from the Wii U, it looks fucking beautiful on the even Odyssey, and you know, like they look fucking beautiful. But yeah, like I'm not gonna play fucking Call of Duty and shit like on it because there's no fucking point.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta know which console is gonna handle what game you want.
But that's why I still love it. It's just like not as you know, it feels like to me now it feels more arcadey. That's why I have it here.
Yeah.
Than like, you know, sitting down and like playing an actual game.
Yeah.
I know that the new Zelda is out and shit, but like I just.
Oh yeah, the Zelda games look great on.
They look fucking great. Yeah. I don't even know how like shit doesn't load on screen when you're like running and shit, because I'm like, what the fuck, like this it's everything's loaded on. And this is an old Switch. This is the first one, because I know the OLED is a little bit more powerful.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. And now that I got the Steam Deck, when I saw the Samurai Showdown, this fucking smooth. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I guess it just depends on what you like and like all that shit, but
yeah, that's what I think.
I still love like Game Boy too. Like,
yeah.
I have the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, I think like no matter what, you gotta appreciate each console for what it's gonna give you.
So okay, so tell me some of the games that you were gonna tell me. Let's see if
like ones that I'm playing now, or just in general, like.
Well, games that maybe you loved that you think that I haven't played.
Well, right now all I can think about is Dragon Age. Have you played Dragon Age?
No, back in the day. Yeah, it's an Xbox 360.
Yeah, with like the Origins too, and then I'm kind of going backwards. I started with well, no, not even, because I started Dragon Age 2. I played Dragon Age 2, and I really liked it, and then I forgot most of it, and then most recently I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition, which has quickly sped up to one of my favorite games, because I loved everything about it, and I poured like 200 hours, I think, into that game. And so now playing Dragon Age Origins, which, that's what I mean, is I like completely fixed my laptop to play it, because it was having trouble, but I was like, okay, well, it'll handle it. And everyone says play it on your PC because it's meant for PC gaming. I could get it on the Xbox, but it's not the same experience.
So it was like Crysis.
Yeah, I was so I did. I fixed my laptop for it, and I've been playing it, and I really like it. But it crashes like every 5 seconds, so you have to be constantly saving. And they're saying,
That's like, no.
yeah, and they're saying like there's nothing you can do. It's the game. Like it's just not meant for like newer systems. Even though my laptop is pretty old, so it's frustrating but worth it because I love those characters so much.
So,
Yeah.
so did you play like Skyrim, for example? Or...
Okay, so that's the thing. Like, everyone tells me that, like, okay, if you love Dragon Age, you're gonna love Skyrim. Every time I think because I have the older version, so I want to get the anniversary edition because for whatever reason, every time I start Skyrim, I get super nauseous, and I don't know why. Like something about the movements.
But Skyrim at the beginning too is like really hard to get into because you're like pretty much powerless. Like you're like,
Yeah.
so like anybody can fucking kill you, and you're like, what the hell? I just got out of the town. They fucking killed me.
Like I was enjoying it. It's just that I got like really nauseous. And
What
stuff.
about Elden Ring?
No, that one I tried, and it's like it's intense. Like,
But there are some like, I wouldn't say loopholes, but there's like some places where you can go
yeah,
and you just like grind it, and you get like super powerful like this.
yeah.
Because that's what I did.
I want to play it, but it's not, I guess, at the top of my list. So I do feel someday I will go and I'll play it, and who knows, I'll probably end up loving it so much.
It's like super dark Breath of the Wild, basically.
Yeah, yeah. No,
That's
I've
what
watched
it
so
is.
much about it, and I love the look of it. I know I will like it, but I feel like there's just so many other games that I want to play
Yeah.
more right now. So, and Dragon Age is like a
That's
lot
the
of
one
hours.
right
That's yeah, that's my babe right now.
What else have you played?
I brought my Persona 5 stuff to show you. Hold on.
Yeah,
I want to
there
show
you
you. My favorite, my baby. So Persona 5, this is my favorite game of all time. And so this is my vinyl collection, which it just made me so happy. I just thought I'll bring it.
Let me see it. And do you actually collect vinyl or not?
I do have a collection. I'm not like a hardcore or anything. It's mostly a lot of 50s to 70s.
Have you listened to it?
Yeah, that's what everything's. I kept in. Oh, I put them in these.
No, that's cool. I don't even want to.
Oh wait, but here, wait. I wanted to show you how cool the sleeves are.
Because for video games, I believe the only one I have is Scott Pilgrim.
Move this away from
I don't want it to like spill on.
it. Yeah, for me, it's a lot of like 50s to 70s music, and then some of like my nerdy obsessions where I'll get the music from. But this one, like Persona 5, pretty much like my whole living room is Persona 5 themed. So I have merch everywhere. And oh, actually, I don't know if you know that Anime Con is this weekend, and so one of the voice actors from Persona 5, two of them were actually supposed to come, but I think now only one is coming. So I'm gonna go because I want to go meet him. But yeah, aren't these sleeves so cool? Like it's their uniforms and everything.
Take your stuff so that you can sign it.
Yeah, no, I am. I was like, he's coming. I gotta go meet him. And he plays because he also voices it's Robbie Damon, so he also plays Tuxedo Mask in the newer Sailor Moon, and it's on Critical Role, which I love a lot of watching D&D and stuff. So he's on that, and then Persona 5, he played Akechi.
Yeah, I only have the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack because I love that game so much. I bought it's right there, the Super Deluxe. It's like a fucking case. It's huge.
I
And
love the movie.
you open it and it's a diorama and shit.
Let me put this back. So yeah, this is my baby. I don't know what I'm gonna take it for him to sign, but I'm gonna put it down for now and then I'll fix this later.
I feel like if you take if you take that just to sign it, for him to sign the actual box,
Yeah.
because I feel like if you want to show it, you want to show it, you know.
Yeah, no, I have these on display. Usually I have these panels on the wall where you can display certain, yeah, I'm sure you've seen some. So
Yeah.
I have some of those. I usually have them there, the sleeves on there.
Yeah, I put records on.
Oh yeah.
So except for the Blink one, that's I wanted to
yeah,
show the
yeah.
record. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna show the record because that's like my
It's
favorite.
a pretty
record.
one, yeah.
It's my favorite record ever,
Uh-huh.
and I have records all around, but I do play my records. I just have a little box. But no, I like 80s. I like 80s music.
Yeah.
So that's why my inspiration for the movie that I made too was all 80s
It made me think a lot of just the vibe, not the actual plot or anything, but like Freddy Krueger and stuff like that kind of.
Well, the
I don't know.
music they told me sounds like Goblin from the
Mhm.
Dawn of the Dead. So that kind of kind of sound.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted it to look like 30.
It definitely has, yeah, the 80s vibe. It is good. I like it.
I was like, in one of the scenes, I was all full of dog shit.
When you were like rolling around? Or
Yes, and then I fucking got up and I had like dog shit like here and like, and I was like, God damn it! And my friends were like, yeah, just go fucking shower. And I'm like, fuck.
It's for the art. You gotta do it for the art.
I don't want to get all like fucking like infections and shit.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But yeah, 80s. So you like 60s? You said.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like 60s. But one of my favorite bands is Queen.
Mm-hmm.
So they're 70s, 80s, I guess. And that's why I love Ghost, because Ghost lately, especially right now, they're like super 80s.
Yeah.
Like super 80s, and I'm just like, oh yeah. And one of my favorite bands, Creeper. They're just like this punk band. They almost sound like AFI, but right now they like released a new song and it's 80s, like it's synth 80s. I'm like, what the hell happening?
I can see like the inspiration in here.
Yeah, it's just, like the sword is a sword from Kill Bill.
Oh yeah.
So that's Bill's sword. So I just have all over Gremlins, I love Godzilla. So like I have Mecha Godzilla there. Godzilla's over here. And
I see your Ash back there.
Yeah, and Evil Dead is.
Yeah, I love Evil Dead.
I mean, you saw the movie. So
Yeah.
Evil Dead is like one of my favorites ever. Ash, especially Bruce Campbell.
Did you watch the show?
I watched the first season.
Couldn't get into it.
No, I got into it, but it was hard for me to see it. At the moment, it wasn't streaming anywhere. It wasn't even on Netflix. You had to have like stars or something. And I remember watching the first like season, and then like it disappeared, and I couldn't watch it anywhere. I know that they had it on Netflix. I don't know, but I bought the DVDs.
It just went off once this new movie came out. They took it off again.
Well, I have the DVDs. I bought the Blu-rays, so I was like, because I love Evil Dead. I even love the new ones.
Yeah.
They're fucking badass, and I like that they made the heroes into women.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking badass. I was like, they're not Ash, because they don't have like that same personality.
But I don't think anyone could.
They're a little more serious.
Yeah.
But I love that. Like, I love that they brought it back to
And it's like a good contrast. It's different, because it would be weird, I think, if they tried to bring in a character that was just like.
Yeah, I wouldn't want like a fucking remade Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Like that would just.
And no one can do it like him. He's so great. I want to cosplay like a version of him. I've had it in the works for like years now, and I haven't done it. But one of these days I'll do it.
I wanted to be in Halloween. I wanted to be Ash, but I was looking at the Shane software, and they're fucking expensive.
You
man.
can make it. Like it's really, it wasn't that hard. I actually made that. That was the one thing.
I was like, an actual chainsaw was like $65.
To carry that though, that's gonna be too heavy.
No, the new ones are not that heavy.
Yeah.
There's like little ones too, because there's from 10 inches to 14 inches to like the really big one.
Yeah.
But if you take all the machinery out, like it's not gonna be that fucking heavy.
But just get, like, what I had done was I got a chainsaw from like Spirit or whatever, those fake ones.
The one that just press a
drill it
button.
out. Yeah, then just drill it out, and it looked pretty awesome. I mean, like, fix it up with blood splatter and all that stuff, and
because I wanted to be Ash Williams, and I wanted to do the thing. Because I was Link one time, and I was like, fuck, I look fucking Mexican because I had the blonde hair, but I'm not white. And I mean, I'm pretty fair skinned. I'm not like, I don't look brown, but with the fucking blonde wig, I look super brown.
It's like platinum
hair. I was like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? But I have because I have the shield. I have the Harry Williams shield,
cool.
and I have the actual sword. Look, let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me show you super fast. I have 3 swords. I have Jon Snow.
Ooh. Have you done Game of Thrones costume?
Oh man, I want to do Jon Snow, but his costume's probably one of the most expensive. This is Jon Snow's.
Oh, that's heavy.
That one is actually. Cool. That one actually has a. Like that one cuts.
Oh, that's huge.
Well, when I bought it, it has the strap for the back. But like, there's no fucking way of taking this shit out.
That's huge. That's like, that's huge. I want to see if that's like as tall as me.
You can give me the Jon Snow so that you can look at the other one.
No, but that's huge, man. Yeah, like that's more than half of me. I don't know how you would. even pull that out.
Look,
But
take
the
it out because
detail is
it's like
nice.
it has a like laser etching
Oh, all the writing, yeah.
and shit.
That's epic. That's cool.
Those are only like $60.
I was about to say, was it expensive?
No, they're like
Oh.
super on eBay. This one's the one for Skyward Sword.
Was it heavy, like carrying it?
It's because when you have it on that thing, and like the strap is pretty good,
Oh.
but it's like if people are like, let me take a picture, and like fucking, you're like, fuck, dude, like, can you help me? Because like there's no fucking way, there's no way. And then I had the Buster Sword, the one from Cloud. I had it, and it's fucking cute, but that one was foam.
Oh, okay.
But
so
that one's
that's
fucking huge too. Like you just put it like this. But I left it at my mom's place because it was missing the bottom part. But that sword is fucking badass too. But that one's just foam, so
Yeah.
it doesn't look as cool as like a real one.
Oh, this is nice. So I like the detail on it.
But yeah, I have.
I would have thought this was like hundreds of dollars.
No, like that's what I thought. But it's because sometimes I'm just thinking of what to spend on, I guess. But I was like, oh, I want like a Link sword, like an actual, because like Link is one of my favorite characters. I actually have a tattoo.
Oh, I like that.
So I was like, I'm gonna look, and then I saw that one. I was like, $60, fuck it. and I was like, oh, I didn't see the measurements. Maybe it's like a fucking like a little sword. But no, when I came here, I opened it actually on the show, and I was like, fuck it. Like people, I always show people, and people are like, take a picture of me. And like doing a bunch of shit. Like you look stupid, man.
But they're happy.
But I
That's
have
cool.
the costume. The costume I didn't buy the actual one because the actual one fucking sucks. I bought one that was called Woodland Warrior, but that one was better. It had the gauntlets and everything. Yeah, it was.
Well, I mean, it's usually supposed to be. It's like a dupe, so.
But it looked way better than the official one. The official one had like painted, like
Oh, really?
printed on it.
But sometimes I guess it's like a cash grab or something for the official ones, right? They're not as good.
No, because that one, I mean, it had the sleeves attached to the gauntlet, but it looked fucking legit. It looked cool. And it had the wig with the fucking hat. And it didn't have boots, but I put on like the boots and I was just walking around looking like a fucking Mexican.
I think it look cool.
It was just for Halloween though, so yeah, whatever. But I wanted to be Ash Williams, but like my wife swears that nobody's gonna know.
I think they will. I think there's enough people.
I'm like, I think Ash is pretty like famous. Come on, man.
I think people, I mean, no matter what, it'll look cool. His whole look is awesome.
It's because
The
one Halloween I dressed like this was in high school, but I dressed like Davey Havoc from AFI, and I didn't have any tattoos, so like I painted on all the tattoos, and like I had the long hair and like the super tight clothes, and people were just like, who the fuck are you? Like, are you like a vampire or some shit?
Well, I think that is
Like
a little
cool,
bit more.
like a cool vampire. I'm Davey Havoc, man. Come on. You don't know who Davey Havoc is? Then you put it
I think that
over
would
there,
be a little harder for them to figure out. But I think Ash people will know.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know, and I haven't done the last like 2 Halloweens, which is kind of sad because I'm like it just feels like there's like I don't know what to be, and you know, like Freddy, okay, like been done, Jason, been done, Michael Myers,
Yeah.
you know, like I feel even like Michael Myers is one of the lazy costumes because it's just like a jumpsuit and the costume. It's just like I don't know. Or the fucking, what was the last one? The Scream, the Ghostface.
Ghostface, yeah.
Everybody's like Ghostface now.
I feel like this last Halloween, yeah, it was out a lot.
It's because kids are into Ghostface right now, like a
Yeah.
lot. I don't even know why. That movie's okay.
I guess the newer movies, because my little brother too, he's going into high school and he was like obsessed around Halloween with Ghostface.
Yeah,
so-
but it's a thing, like on TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
Ghostface is
I
like
think that's
a
why, because
thing.
it starts trending and then they all jump on
Because
it.
I don't even think the first movie's that great. Like, it's
Yeah.
okay.
I think it's a fun time. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like I think it deserves to be a classic in the sense like it's one of the newer
Yeah.
like slashers. Because there wasn't any slashers for a while, like new
Yeah.
ones, until Ghostface.
Yeah.
But now there's a new one, and I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah.
And it's Art the Clown from Terrifier.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh my
but
God.
I know what it is, and again, that's like on my list of stuff to watch, but I haven't seen that one.
You need to watch Terrifier. you could watch the shorts first, then Terrifier, then Terrifier 2.
Okay.
Where are they on? I'm trying to think. I saw
one on. I think on Amazon.
On Amazon, yes. I think they have both. Terrifier. I don't know if All Hallows Eve is there. All Hallows Eve is the shorts, but I think you should watch them like that because you can see the what's it called? The like evolution of him.
Okay.
Because if you see him like out of, it's just gonna be weird. But like All Hallows is all scary. It's all like super scary, and then Terrifier is, I think that one's like scarier, like more in a real kind of way, because he's like a killer that he'll grab whatever.
Yeah.
So if he sees a pen, he'll grab it and like he'll fucking, and he doesn't just like stab you once, he'll like fucking shred you.
Yeah. So
it has a very shocking scene, the Terrifier, and you're just like, holy shit. And Terrifier 2 is more fun. So Terrifier 2 is more about all the kills and they're disgusting, but they were saying like, oh, people are puking and shit. I mean, when I see movies like that, I see them like as an art form.
Yeah.
So I try to think like, how the fuck did they do that? You know?
Yeah.
And it looks fake. Like if you think about it, like when he punches like the lady in the face and like the face like caves in and shit, like, you know, it's like a fucking mannequin or whatever.
I guess it depends on people's.
Yeah, it depends on like what you watch.
And what scares you and stuff. Like for me, gore, no, like I can't handle animals being killed in movies at all.
Yeah, I don't
but
like
I can
that.
see all the people being killed.
I don't even mind animals getting killed as long as they don't show me, because I know they're part of the story. So if it needs, like for example, when they killed John Wick's dog.
No, for me, yeah.
Like that's fucked up, but you didn't get to see it.
But yeah, and it's
but that's part of the story.
Yeah.
It needed
to happen. Yeah.
But like when they just fucking show me, for example, like a dog getting kicked or something, I'm like, no, man. Like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like that's just like that.
No, and it hits me in a different way.
But in Terrifier 2, there's a 5-minute kill. Takes him 5 minutes. So he kills this lady, has like all these wounds. She's still alive. She's not dead. And he pours like Clorox and like salt on her wounds, and it's just.
I do want to see this. That sounds
It's
cool.
just fucking like it's messed up, but it's like it's cool, and it has a female lead too. So it's kind of like this good versus evil story. But,
okay.
So the second one is like my favorite, but I think it's like the Evil Dead 2 of the franchise, or like the Army of Darkness.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more out there. Terrifier, that one's fucking scary, but I feel it's a little bit more real until the end. But they're good movies, and they were made. Terrifier was made with $50,000, and Terrifier 2 was made with $250,000. That's why it's like 2 hours and like 15 minutes, because he was like, okay, we have more money, let's do it.
Yeah, let's make the most of it. That's cool.
But the whole movie is like, it's not boring. It doesn't feel like 2 hours. So you should watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's actually why I was like, I want to make some fucking movies, because he made them look kind of VHS, and the soundtrack is like 80s too. Yeah, he's like my favorite like slasher right now. I even have the poster frame right there. It's over there. You can see it right there in the corner, behind you.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm all.
Because I fucking love Art the Clown, and he's fucking scary.
That's what I've heard.
I hate clowns. And I love killer clowns actually. So, there you go. Oh, that's another limited run that I bought. The Zombies Ate My Neighbor.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I just buy a bunch of bullshit.
No, but I mean, I think you want to be surrounded by the things that make you happy. That's why my living room is the way it is.
Well, me and my kid, we made this arcade machine. We actually made it.
Oh.
The fucking sword.
Dropped it. Yeah.
No, the sword phone. But
so
this is a TV.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, how are you changing it out?
So no, this is the console basically, just this. So this has all the games and all that shit.
Oh, that's cool.
So I just hooked up like the HDMI to the TV that we mounted on here, and then we grabbed all the cables of sound into a sound system that's here and here.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's
how
like
long did that take?
Empty inside. It took like a couple of months. the most expensive thing was like buying the fucking wood and making it. But it's heavy as shit. But we put wheels on it because we're like. But everybody loves this one because it's so big.
Yeah, it's neat.
Because the arcade one-ups are like small. So this one's the Switch one, and then that one has like pretty much every game till like PlayStation. So it has like PSP games, it has Dreamcast, it has Nintendo 64,
That's
Nintendo.
cool.
It has everything. It has even Virtual Boy.
I've never seen anything like that. That's cool.
Yeah, that one. DM Designs made it for me, and I was like, hey, I want it to be about Jason.
That's cool.
But yeah, so I like customizing shit and doing shit like that. That's why I'm like the Steam Deck. I was like, it's perfect. I want to do some shit. But anyways, feel we've been here for a while. It's probably gonna have to be edited a little bit. It's okay. But thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
For having the talk with all the video games
Yeah,
and shit.
you gave me so many new things to go check out and add to my already huge list of video games to play.
I was like, it's probably because you actually play the games and you want to finish them. I only like start them sometimes and I'm like, this is cool, but I gotta move on.
No, that's the thing with me is I take forever to finish games because once I like the world, I'm like, I'm gonna be here forever.
You want to be in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. I just feel like there's so much shit. With that said, thank you so much for coming and joining us. If you want to plug your social media, your stuff, this is your time.
Glamourina Loon on pretty much everything. Go to Instagram and there'll be a link to everywhere else. But got Instagram, I've got
YouTube,
TikTok, YouTube, and if you love animals, you can follow my animals on their Instagram, which is also linked on my main Instagram. So Glamourina Loon everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, I need to show you my doggies before you go.
Yes.
Because I've seen like your animals.
I have a lot of animals.
Got a lot of shit. No, that's cool. I love that. If I could, I would too. But since I'm like legally blind and stuff, I don't want to be like fucking up.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it's a lot. I have 3 dogs and they're a lot because one of them is like super needy, so she gets like jealous and shit. And I'm like, come on, you guys are brothers. But yeah, so thank you guys. Remember to go follow us on all social media too at Nitro Podcast. On Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, even though the TikTok nobody fucking watching. But we're there if you need us. Remember to click subscribe, to click the notification so that you can continue to watch our videos. Hopefully we'll get more interviews. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye guys.